Newsflash, I have diarrhea.
Oh. Why do you need to share that with people?
Because it's the truth. It's in case it does stop all over again.
Oh.
I have to stop in emergencies.
Oh.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I ate Taco Bell with a Baja Blast, and that, as we all know, is
And
a...
it blasted.
Yeah. I know how these kids nowadays do.
Yeah.
They have iron cast stomachs.
Well, that's what I do.
What?
I have an iron cast stomach.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Then how come you didn't eat the burrito?
I just didn't want it.
You would have been in the same boat as me.
No.
Man.
Remember when we went to not Popeye's, Pioneer Chicken? And you and Mark were like dying?
Oh,
that was
yeah.
fine.
Yeah.
That was fine.
But that was so greasy.
Yeah, that was fine.
That was so greasy, my friend.
I think I'm a mutant. I'm evolved.
That shit just flows right through you. It's part of your system.
Yeah.
You're just a grease ball.
Probably.
Hey, yo. Not referring to your Italian heritage.
Whoa.
Can't get canceled yet.
Not yet.
That's first episode.
Yeah.
Issue 68?
60, yeah. No.
9?
9?
Yeah. So today we're going to be talking about 69, the greatest number in the world.
Is it the greatest number?
Brought to you by the number 69. Anyway, how you been?
Tired. It's
I'm
hot.
exhausted.
It's hot. I was saying I had a Comic Galaxy flashbacks today.
Dude.
Like 20 titles, 20 Marvel titles were late today.
That was a clusterfuck.
And of course, because, reality. Like, it was slow.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as those books showed up,
Right.
it got busy. And so I was trying to do 3 things at once.
Oh.
And I was just like, in the back of my head, I was like an autopilot. I was just doing shit.
Yeah.
And in the back of my head, I was thinking, like, we used to do this all the time.
Yeah.
How?
Everything was always late.
And it was way worse.
And these people were always waiting.
Yeah. Because at least I could say the majority of stuff was up there already. Because,
Yeah.
But that's the one, like, silver lining of this multiple distributor thing.
Some might make it, some might not.
Yeah. But I don't know how I did that, man.
We were younger.
Yeah, I think so.
And like Mark brought up a good point earlier. We didn't care.
We didn't care.
We didn't care as much. Now it's your bread and butter, like your
Yeah.
real bread and butter.
Literally.
Before you were getting paid to do this, so no matter what, late or not, you got paid.
Yeah.
Now, late or not, you might get paid or you might not get paid.
Yeah. I mean, the good thing is that, like, you know what? I think I've done this here long enough. There's people that came in early, and I was like, oh, it's not here yet. And they're like, oh, I'll come back tomorrow. And I think they're gonna come back tomorrow.
Do you think so?
I think so.
Well, you see them enough to
Yeah.
Like, wait, people actually said they'll be back tomorrow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
tomorrow's a better day anyway.
Yeah.
It's gonna be 1 degree.
One
less. How you doing with the heat here?
Fucking dying.
Telling you.
I had a squirrel come in here.
Yeah. Did he lay on the ground?
No, he ran around.
He ran around.
Ran around.
I figured he'd just lay on the cold
No.
ground because it's cool and shit.
No, he ran around.
Yeah.
And then
Did he jump on the comics?
no, he ran around the floor just going crazy. And then I it scared me because I was like, I know what it was.
Yeah,
at
yeah.
first. I just see this thing fucking fly by.
You should have offered it a nut.
I didn't have any nuts.
There's some right behind
Oh,
me.
that's true.
Yeah.
And then and then it just left.
It took off. Didn't buy anything.
No.
What a dick.
Dude, it's been weird. Right? We had that slug, remember a couple days ago?
Yeah.
What the fuck's
Now
going
we got ants.
We got something.
Yeah, no, because I was over there messing with the book, cleaning the books up,
Yeah.
and then I was like, oh, little ant.
Yeah.
They're
I
everywhere.
don't know what's going on, man.
They're not ants. They're like little tiny wannabe ants.
I don't know what's going on.
Yeah. Dude, the plague.
The plague. They're coming.
Dude, we're fucking cursed now. We talked about the ghosts too much that it cursed us.
Fucking ghosts. You think the ghosts bring all this shit in here?
What else?
Fucking ghosts.
We're calling these spirits and shit. I'm not calling them. You're calling them.
The ghost is a jerk.
Stop. Yeah, on the way over here, my brother goes, don't got any ghosts. Don't make fun of any ghosts. I'm like, what the fuck does that mean?
Why?
Yeah, right. We don't make fun of it.
No, we do.
Yeah, kind of.
A little bit. It's fine.
Yeah,
it's fine.
The point is, we got the books here.
Yeah.
The books are here.
Yeah.
People get happy.
Yeah.
They're gonna get their shit.
Yeah.
Let's move on.
It's fine.
Next week's a big next problem.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
Fuck it. Next week. Yeah, I'm worried too. I gotta check tomorrow because we got packages yesterday from Penguin.
Yeah.
But it was just random shit. I'm like, what is this? Like, I hope this is not all the books.
It's just random stuff, like stuff you ordered though, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, no, it was all like promotional stuff, and then like dark droids.
Dark droids.
Yeah.
Wait, the Marvel
Yeah,
and Dark droids.
that's it. That's all we got. Dark droids.
Get hyped?
Are you hyped?
No.
Why? That's all you right there, man.
I mean, maybe when I was 12, 13 years old, and Droids Rebellion came out, and I was like all about droids fucking uprising and shit. That was great, you know.
Yeah.
Now it's kind of like, oh, it's been done. I don't really need to go back and be like, oh, you droids are evil. Yeah.
That's what's going on in real life, though.
What do you mean?
The AI trying to take over our jobs.
It's not gonna take over our jobs.
It might.
How is it gonna take over our
It
jobs?
might.
How is it gonna take over? It can't have the same sarcastic wit I could have over the phone with these people. You know,
I think it can. I think it can be programmed.
to have my sarcastical wit with these people.
Yeah.
And tell them have a great
Yeah.
day.
Dude, I get calls
Uh-huh.
right before holidays from Google,
Mhm.
and it's a machine, and it sounds like a person, and it tells me, "Hey, I'm a machine."
Hey, I am programmed to hear 1,001 responses.
Yeah.
And then you hear that in
Mhm,
between.
mhm. My favorite though is like when it tries to trick you,
Mhm.
and I'm like, "Oh, it's a machine," and I'll be like, "Oh, is this a robot?" And they're like, "No, this is a live person talking through a robot." I'm like, "What the fuck does that mean?"
Yeah, it's like he's typing it out,
Yeah.
and then
There's no way he's typing it that quick. There's no way.
People are pretty quick. Pretty quick. How do you think Stephen Hawking does it? He doesn't even have fingers to type.
No, but that was because he was like looking at shit or whatever, right?
Yeah, but
And even that was a delay. There was a delay.
well, I mean, this person could have a faster version of
I
him.
don't think so.
You know, you don't know where they're from.
Fucking robot.
Fucking robots.
Fucking robots are taking our jobs.
It took our jobs. I mean, a comic clerk. Can a robot be a comic clerk?
Probably.
How-
It'd be kind of cool, don't you think? Like if like fucking Herbie was selling you comics.
He needs a job anyway, right?
Yeah.
Would you give Herbie a job?
Depends. How much does it cost? Is it expensive to maintain? Like, you know.
Well, that's another thing,
Yeah.
right? How much is all that going to cost you?
Yeah.
Is it worth the? I mean, will it be able to pay its own self? It has to learn to
It
pay
has
itself,
to,
right?
right?
Yeah. Pay for itself.
No, it's a robot. You fucking buy it and like.
But the maintenance and all that stuff, you
I
got to
get
get
it.
the upkeep.
Yeah,
You got to
true.
keep up. So
That's
the
true.
books have got to cover the cost
That's
of
true
the
too.
robot.
Yeah.
So you didn't think of that. That's what I'm
No.
saying. If it's an AI, it's got to think enough. Be like, hey, this is how much you need to make so I won't turn you the fuck off.
I'm like, you know what? Fuck you, robot. Throw him in the river.
Throw in the river. Nah, I'm gonna throw you in the river. San Gabriel River. Here
Yeah,
you go.
Here you go.
I don't know.
But yeah, man, fucking robots
I hate it.
taking our job. But you know what's funny? Like
Huh.
there was a study that was made that how like us as humans,
Uh-huh.
we can't like deal with robots
What do you mean?
because psychologically,
Uncanny Valley?
no, not even that. Well, yeah,
Huh.
that's part of it. But like psychologically, we can't have empathy for a robot. So like, so people are like just will kick it and fuck it, and then like they'll abuse it,
Mm-hmm.
and that's not good, especially if it has AI. It's
Yeah.
learning, you know.
And it's like, oh, these are my abusers. I
Yeah.
gotta retaliate against them
Mhm,
eventually.
yeah.
Especially we tell people don't stand for this shit
Yeah.
in real world. What's stopping them from doing the same?
And the worst part is like, there's nothing you can do about it because you can tell people, hey, don't abuse the robot,
Uh-huh.
but that's like telling them fucking abuse the robot.
Well, there was that one robot that they were putting across country,
Yeah,
right?
And then they robbed it.
As soon as it fucking came to America, too, man.
Yeah.
As soon as it got to America,
Mhm.
people just, that's why I hate people.
They stole his shoes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they fucking left them on the side of the road. They
Mhm.
fucking, poor
Mhm.
little thing, dude.
Yeah, so like no, but they're saying that like that's the whole thing because like
I think I have empathy for robots.
no, well, it's just human nature because they were saying how like they were talking about like there was a thing on there talking about like oh why aren't like sex robots a thing?
Hmm.
It's because they tried in Germany or something and like people just destroying these robots like ripping its face off and like yeah
The fuck?
yeah because you can't have empathy for a machine.
I first of all, no.
Yeah, right.
And second of all, what the fuck?
Yeah, it's scary, man.
I don't think I can, dude. I don't think I can. That's just weird. That's the uncanny valley for me,
Yeah,
dude.
yeah.
That's too much. It's maybe if I was born 10 years later,
Yeah.
I would have been okay with it.
No,
but
that's weird,
I
right?
think the time frame I was born, Blade Runner fucking ruined it for me.
You know who ruined it? It's fucking Walt Disney, man.
Oh, it's animatronics.
I don't know, try it's so weird. I remember one year we went to Disneyland
Huh.
and we were waiting for something. We had a fast pass for something and we had to wait like an hour.
Yeah.
And I took Francis to the fucking Hall of Presidents.
Mhm.
And she's like, "This looks boring." I'm like, "Yeah, but it's gonna be fun." Right? And dude, I hadn't seen that shit since I was a kid.
Mm-hmm.
That fucking
Yeah.
Abraham Lincoln is scary, man.
Yeah, because he stands up.
Yeah,
He stands up. He's the only one that stands up.
that shit is scary,
And
man.
he gives you the Gettysburg.
Yeah.
In what we think is his voice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's a recording of his voice, fully.
No, there's no such.
Yeah.
He didn't get the Gettysburg red.
No, but it's a recording of his voice.
No, I don't think so.
It is.
It's just some guy from Hollywood.
Walt Disney had found a fucking wax cylinder.
Walt Disney himself
Yeah.
went to excavate this.
like Indiana Jones and shit.
Put on his Raiders hat.
And he went to fucking, you know.
Yeah. Dig up this
Let
ancient
me tell you
artifact.
what, my sister first started working for Disney.
Mhm.
She came home one day and she goes, "Oh, here, I got you this." It was like a brown fedora. And I was like, "Oh, it's Indiana Jones hat."
Yeah.
And you look inside, like, no, it's a Walt Disney hat. And I'm like, this is lame.
And doing the same?
No,
Ki-
because
kinda, no?
it kind of looks the same, but it
Yeah.
didn't have that fold or like that, you know.
I mean, you could put it on
It could,
yourself.
yeah.
What if that Indy hat was just a Walt hat?
That's weird. Why would it be that?
Why not?
That's weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or like, oh, he gave it to him.
And there was like pictures, and I was like, "What? What do you mean it's a Walt Disney hat?" I saw pictures of him, like,
Several.
with the fedora on, and I'm like, "Oh,
He was famous for that brown fedora.
he's famous for killing his parents."
Shh, we don't talk about.
Oh, we
that.
talk about that.
You know, we don't talk about his Nazi sympathism. We don't talk about that. You know.
No.
God dang. I used to like the Country Bear Jamboree.
Yeah, that was fun.
That was always good.
Well, yeah, because they're not people.
Oh,
They're talking
They're
bears.
talking bears. I would say that they had a Muppets one for a while
Yeah,
too.
yeah. That was kind of fun.
So your thing is like the whole they can't look like people.
No.
No.
It's disturbing.
What about like somewhere in between, like Rosie the robot or something that has
That'd be
these
cool.
human features,
That'd be
but it's
cool.
more
Yeah, like I'm down with like a Herbie robot.
like a Herbie robot.
Yeah,
no.
Rosie.
Yeah.
What's his name?
You'd fuck the shit out of the Rosie robot.
No. What's his name? Is it fucking her boyfriend?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't forgot his name.
But that guy was cool. He had like a screwdriver for a nose.
Dude, he had such a hard on for Rosie.
Yeah, he did.
Shit, something would happen to her, he'd go in full attack mode.
Oh,
Yeah.
No, you know what robot I want?
Uh.
Maybe it's because I've been watching a lot of Venture Brothers. Helper.
Help her.
He was cool. Like, I feel like he's the freaking R2D2 to CPO of that universe.
And
Because he does a lot. Like they would have died several times.
he was the wheels for a plane. He survived, and he stood there for a long time, just holding it up, right?
And then the whole thing too is like it's so tragic. I rewatched the whole thing. There's this one episode where we find out about his origin and how Jonas Venture built a bunch of them and was selling them as like he'll clean your house and this and that. And then basically one of them, like a screw came loose, and a kid choked on the screw, and they were like, "Fuck the helpers!" Right? And they purged them all.
Oh, wow.
So he's the only one left.
Yeah.
He's like the prototype.
Genocide.
Yeah, they killed them all. Like,
Oh, shit.
And I was listening to a podcast with the creators, and they were saying like, "Oh, it was supposed to be like a reference to like the Beatles when they burned all the records and all that." Yeah,
The White
yeah.
Album.
Yeah, and they show like they got literally fired. People were fucking throwing their helpers in there.
Fudge. But it's see, stuff like that pisses me off when it actually happens in real life.
Yeah.
Because of the dumb thing, we fucking stopped progress.
Yeah,
You know,
we got rid of our robots.
and got rid of our robots. Maybe for the best,
Yeah.
actually. But who
And
knows?
then there's this great bit where like the Dr. Z, which is Jonas's archenemy, one of his favorite pastimes is taking Jonas's technology and turning it against them. And there's this scene where like he has a bunch of deadly helpers, like they're all with guns and stuff, and like that's fucking amazing.
Good old adventure. Have you seen the new one yet?
I did.
Yeah, is it good?
It's great. Like it's one of those things though that you have to have watched them. You can't just watch it. Like
Yeah.
it's the last episode.
It's the last.
It's 70. It's like 80 minutes long, but it's the last episode. It ties up
Everything.
almost everything.
Almost everything.
There's a couple things that like it didn't tie up, but you're just like, you know what? I don't really care. It's fine.
All right.
Like it ties up a lot.
No, yeah, I had started rewatching it, so
Yeah.
not just like first season right now. So
Oh man, you got like 6 seasons to go. That's like 7 seasons long.
7 seasons long, but they're like each like an hour, 40 minutes.
No, about half an hour.
Half an hour?
Yeah,
I'll be
yeah,
fast.
Yeah.
They Futurama in like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a lot of Venture Brothers, and I enjoyed it. I've rediscovered my love of Venture Brothers.
I mean, it was always there.
Yeah,
It was always there from the
I think it was
get-go.
just the time differences, like like
Well, they go away.
yeah,
You know?
7 seasons in 20 years.
Yeah.
I mean, like that's kind of ridiculous.
It's like that dad of yours that goes away for like 7 months
And it
at
comes
sea
back.
and comes back. You know.
There you go. Yeah.
And sometimes he goes by longer.
Yeah.
You know, comes back.
And then I saw a thing where they were talking about it, and then they were talking about the movie,
Hmm.
and they say this is it because like they don't own the show. Like Warner Brothers owns the show.
Oh,
So like they
Warner Bros. Can do whatever they want with it.
Yeah.
They
So
can
that-
continue if they want.
That's what they're saying, that like they have to like convince Warner Brothers to do more, and Warner Brothers is like, no, you're lucky you got this movie.
Huh?
Yeah.
Huh? Even if it does really, really, really well.
I don't think it will because like here's the thing that drives me nuts about
Yeah.
it because it's out on digital right now.
Mhm.
But you have to buy it.
Right.
You can't rent it
Right.
yet. That's like in 2 weeks, and then it comes out for home release,
Mhm.
a home video release. I think next week,
Mhm.
but it's home video on demand, so you have to pre-order
What?
it from Target
uh-huh.
or Walmart, wherever, and then they'll send them copies. They're not gonna stock it. Like you have to pre-order it, and then
Wow.
they'll make you a copy.
Wow.
Yeah.
What's going on? So it's only going to be exact amount of people that buy it.
Yeah.
Did you order yours?
No,
Are you gonna do
no,
it?
I don't think I'm order it.
Why not?
Yeah.
That sounds like it's going to be a pretty rare thing.
It's probably, but we'll see.
Or you think it's maybe a gimmick?
Yeah.
I
Well,
think-
did you hear about the freaking WandaVision thing?
What the hell are they doing with that?
Oh man. So there's gonna be a pre-order
Uh-huh.
for a Steelbook
Uh-huh.
WandaVision,
Uh-huh.
right?
Uh-huh.
But here's the thing: it's it's a bunch of art or whatever, and it's behind the scenes stuff.
Mhm.
It's not the season.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
It's the source, the reference book or
No, it's like a Steelbook.
Uh-huh,
So
with
it's like
art?
no, and it has like discs in it.
Uh-huh.
But it's not the show. It's like the behind the scenes making of documentaries and shit.
What the?
But it looks like, if you look at the packaging, it looks like the season one. It's the season
What the fuck?
because Disney will never. They're not gonna do it. They're not gonna fucking.
Make seasons out of that shit?
no, they're not gonna make a home video out of that.
But they'll give you the behind the scenes, like they'll give you the DVD bonuses.
Yeah.
Without the DVD
Mhm.
movie.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
And this is an experiment. Apparently, they're gonna do this with all the shows.
Mhm.
But this is the first to see how it goes.
You know what, dude? They're still figuring it out. This whole
Yeah.
digital media, because you still need to make money media wise.
Yeah.
People still like physical things.
Yeah.
People like to touch things. You know, digital media is fine,
Yeah.
but one day the internet goes down, you're fucked.
Yeah.
You're never gonna see that.
I thought it was
again.
weird, like when they first started doing shit like that. With, like, was it
Yeah.
Netflix? Was it Orange is the New Black?
Yeah.
I thought it was interesting because I think the first season they put out on home video,
Hmm.
and then it was like, oh, if you bought it, you got a free month of Netflix.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, that's interesting. It's just a fucking ad for fucking Netflix.
Yep.
You know?
A free month, and
Yeah.
that's the thing. A free month you could get anywhere for
Yeah.
Netflix at the time. You didn't need to
Yeah.
get that thing.
Yeah. But it's a weird, man. And then especially right now, physical media is really important because everyone's doing the whole like taking shit off and
Moving it
and-
over.
No, or that, or like taking it up completely and,
Oh.
and then being like, oh,
It's seasonal.
we lost X amount of money. Give me my tax money back. And
Wow.
did you buy the
So-
Paramount Plus did that shit?
Really?
They
They,
did-
had
they had-
a lot of shows. That
They,
shit.
they had
Suck.
that Grease fucking the pink ladies.
Yeah.
Or whatever. They took that shit off. Like it barely finished like a month ago
And they took it off.
and took it off.
Where'd they put it though?
Nowhere.
It's gone.
Yeah, now you can buy it on iTunes.
Nice. And
But-
iTunes though.
yeah.
They jumped to iTunes.
Mhm.
Wow. Wow.
So like that's the thing now, because now if you
Hmm.
it's a total a tax scam, because what you do now is you take something off.
Mm-hmm.
So you take it off because you're like, oh, nobody's watching this,
Mm-hmm.
right? So you take it off, and then once you take it off, you claim, oh, but it's worth this much. This is much. This is what I'm losing
Yeah.
because we took it off,
Mm-hmm.
and so you could write that shit off.
But they're taking it up themselves.
Yep.
So
Yep.
this is the greatest scheme ever. How can I
Mhm.
get in on this?
I mean, that's what they did with the Batgirl thing, man. They destroyed that movie
Uh-huh.
because, and they said like, oh, they just took the fucking tax break on it,
Yeah.
and that's fucking crazy.
Thanks you, Mel Brooks, for the producers,
Yeah, right.
bro. Springtime for Hitler. Let's
got-
go again.
You're gonna make that modern version of that movie, that, you know,
the producers?
with fucking movies now.
It's perfect. It's
Yeah.
perfect timing.
Yeah,
What's this guy's name? Nathan. What's his name? And
I never saw that version.
version?
I never saw that one.
the new movie was
that
like
was
a
like,
movie?
was it? Uma Thurman, right?
Yeah.
Uma Thurman and Will Ferrell.
Mhm.
Yeah,
That's for the movie.
I never saw that one.
Because those two, Nathan and what's the guy, freaking
Matthew Broderick.
Broderick, yeah,
Yeah,
Bueller,
yeah.
and shit. Yeah, they were in the original cast. They were in
And
the Broadway,
the Broadway one, yeah.
and it did so well. They're like, you know what? Let's make this one into a movie.
Didn't they do like there was like a season of Curb Your Enthusiasm
Mm-hmm.
where Larry gets cast, and it was like David Schwimmer or something like that. But then it's funny because it's Mel Brooks wanting the show to fail.
Mm-hmm.
That's why he cast
That's
him, and
hilarious.
then he does well, and he's like, you ruined me.
Yeah, I think that was fucking genius. Dude.
No.
That was really good.
That's funny.
I missed that show. Is that show ever coming back?
Probably.
Oh, man.
They keep doing that. Right? Like it's like it goes away, and then like a couple years, it's like
Venture Brothers.
Yeah.
He's the live action Venture Brothers.
Like whenever he feels like coming back, like
Yeah.
I guess.
I guess I need some money. I need more
Right.
money for my coffee. I
Yeah.
don't know what the hell does he buy.
I don't know.
Do anything.
But yeah.
Oh man.
But yeah, no, it's kind of. I tell you, that movie's cool.
Yeah.
The Venture Brothers movies were cool.
Mm.
Kind of sad it's over,
Mm.
but it's cool. I enjoyed
It's
it.
about time, dude.
Yeah.
You know what? You got an ending.
Yeah, it's true.
Be thankful you got an
That's
ending.
true.
Most times you won't get an ending.
Yeah, because that last season ends on a fucking big old cliffhanger.
Apparently. Apparently. I don't even know. I got itch in my back.
He's fucking ballooing it right now.
Anyway, yeah. Look for the bare necessities. Where were we at? Springtime for Hitler.
And then,
So anyway, Venture Brothers over.
yeah, I'm over. Yeah,
Yeah. What's
kind of
next?
sad. They said they're doing something else.
Not Venture Brothers.
No,
right?
they can't do that anymore.
Yeah, or
I mean, it's so Warner Brothers. Like I'm not like fucking like one of the DC offshoots of just big comics.
they could.
That'd be cool, right?
Yeah. I mean, that's what they kind of do with Rick and Morty and some
Yeah.
of those other comics. They
comics.
just make little side stories
Yeah.
here and there.
Yeah.
You know, stories of the
Do like fucking Rusty Venture
Mhm.
comics. That'd be cool.
like Dick Boy Detective or
Yeah.
whatever, Big Head Detective.
Like, yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah. Like what's the albino guy? What's his name?
Pete White.
Yeah, Pete White.
What's his name? The Pink Pilgrim.
What's he up to? See? Yeah, because these are all like heroes and villains of this
Yeah.
world. I
Yeah.
mean, they obviously did other stuff.
Mhm.
You
There
know?
were straight up superheroes in the Venture Brothers. Like,
Yeah.
Captain Sunshine and like like.
Yeah, so there's stories to be
Yeah.
told. It's just
You know, it's funny too because I was listening to a podcast
Uh-huh.
and I tell you, I rewatched the whole thing.
right.
And I didn't. And then when they were talking about it, they were saying again, like when the first 2-3 seasons, they were like they didn't know if they were gonna come back.
Mhm.
So like that's why they were just like doing whatever, just having fucking fun. And then like season 4 hits, and then it's like they got renewed for like 2 seasons, I think. So they were just like, we have to create lore now. Like we have to create like a bigger story, you
Mhm.
know.
That's and they did. They
Yeah.
branched it out like really
Yeah.
actually too big if you ask me.
Yeah, oh yeah.
At one point.
It's a lot of stuff, man.
Yeah. You know, he's part of a bigger thing. He had a half brother. He's
Yeah.
it was insane.
Like there is a deep cut in this movie.
Mhm.
Like there's this whole
But I
You're
gotta
just,
watch it.
you're just like, that's what they're talking. Oh, that's funny. Like
Or I have to do a retrospect when I finish watching that
Yeah.
Netflix.
it's pretty good.
Okay.
It's pretty. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it.
I did enjoy it at the time. I remember enjoying every episode.
Yeah.
There was very few that I said was that's kind of weird.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean, Brock Thompson, greatest fucking character ever created. Man.
it's his movie. It's his show.
like this is part that gets me every fucking time, and I forget about it, and I'm just like, it's fucking amazing. So there's this part where Brock is gonna get run down by a car, and so the car goes all the way around and then turns around and starts revving the engine, and he's like meditating, and he's just saying there, and then he puts his arm out,
Yeah.
and he puts his arm forward, and you're like, what the fuck's he doing?
Yeah.
And the car, and he just like throws himself backwards.
Backwards.
And he gets in and he just turns the wheel.
Right in between them,
And I
yeah.
was like, that's amazing.
Right in between them.
Okay, Brock Sampson.
Yep. Greatest fucking thing ever.
Yeah.
Well, at one point he has like a bomb strapped to his chest.
Yeah.
and he's still doing crazy shit.
He can't
right?
die, man.
Yeah.
He's unkillable.
That's what I'm saying. This show is just as his as it is Adventures.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's Brock, man.
Brock Sampson. Sampson.
And it's just the fact that like he never, he's always like, yeah, he's got the shitty fucking job and like you know like he's this badass, but he's like stuck having to protect his family. But he's like checking Hank's hair for lice, and he's like he's helping Dean study for college. And shit. Like he's just very like this is his family.
He's Mr. Nanny, Mr. Mom and shit,
yeah.
you know?
This is his family. He's
Yeah.
got to take care of him, you know.
It's like, how do you get roped up in?
Yeah.
How do you get roped up into this?
Because he fucks up. He
Yeah.
he fucks up something, and then it's a punishment.
Oh.
But then he just like
blanket, Rusty's blanket.
Yeah.
Something about
Yeah.
that, right?
Operation Rusty's Blanket.
Is that
Yeah.
something part of
Yeah.
that, right?
And so he fucks up and he gets demoted
To nanny.
Yeah.
Huh. I forgot.
Yeah, because Hunter,
Uh-huh.
he freaking he goes rogue.
Gets boobs.
And yeah,
Uh-huh.
but he goes rogue, and so like so they basically they're like, oh, you're Laura Honey. Like, nope, they fucking
Yeah, you can't.
they get rid of him.
That's fascinating.
Yeah,
So he can't be there because of that.
yeah.
Hmm.
And then yeah, it was supposed to be a punishment, but then he finds out like no, it's because the Venture Brothers. It's fucking Doc is important.
Yeah. Apparently.
Yeah,
Yeah. I mean, not as important as his dad, but
yeah,
I get it.
Yeah,
Yeah. All right then. Cool.
and it's cool because there's that little lore I always forget. Like there's this whole backstory,
Uh-huh.
and you find out that fucking Sergeant Hatred, he was the first super soldier, but then the formula fucked him up,
Yeah.
and they became a bad guy, and then they fixed it, but it like he had to go through this whole like and he got
therapy,
fat,
yeah.
yeah.
That's the way he is,
Yeah.
right?
But yeah, like when Brock gets demoted, it's Sergeant Hatred that fucking yells at him and kicks him out.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh wow. And then Hatred becomes a nanny later,
Yeah,
doesn't
yeah.
it? When
Yeah,
Samson goes to Sphinx.
yeah,
Oh my god.
yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of shit going
There's
on.
a
there.
lot of lore, man. There's a ton of lore.
I'm kind of not looking forward to it now.
Oh, it's amazing, man.
I think we should just stop talking about 10 minutes ago. Now I'm kind of like, oh, that's so exhausting. We're just talking about it. I'm tired.
And then I think the best part of the whole thing is just the style.
Yeah.
Like it's very like Johnny Quest, very like it has that look, and it never loses that look, even though like it gets.
It has the spider from Johnny Quest.
Yeah.
Johnny Quest Johnny Quest comes out at one point.
Action Johnny,
Action Johnny.
Dr. Z,
Dr. Z, Action Johnny, freaking Haji.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh, fucking Ray's Bannon is part of OSI.
Oh, right. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Like he's torturing a dude.
So yeah, a lot of. If you liked all that stuff back
Yeah.
then, it's all
That's
up
his
your alley.
four.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Mr. Yeah. What's her name?
Doctor
Freaking-
Incredible.
But like the Invisible Girl, and he could turn her skin invisible. That was weird.
Yeah. And then her brother, like he said, he's always burning.
Yeah.
But he feels it. He feels it.
And the other one's like made just muscles, right?
No, he's a big scab.
Oh, right.
So he's always itchy.
Yeah. He's not the thing. He's a big scat.
He's a big scab.
Anyway. Don't they have a Spider-Man in there too?
Yeah,
Where he shoots webs from his
the,
butt?
fucking, the brown widow.
Oh my god, dude.
Yeah,
This
and
is
it's fucking Nathan Fillion.
Oh really?
Yeah,
He's playing the voice?
Fillion is the voice.
I'll allow it.
Yeah,
I'll allow it.
You know what's funny? I always remember too, like Doctor Impossible
Mm-hmm.
was originally voiced by Stephen Colbert
Right.
for the first like couple seasons, and then they switched it to fucking Barry. What's his name?
The Barry Body.
Yeah, fucking crap. I don't remember.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Oh, I just forgot. Da 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 da
Yeah.
da.
Bill Hader.
Bill Hader. Thank
Yeah.
you very much.
It was he was Bill Hader became Doctor Impossible,
Mhm,
and he was just doing like a fucking Colbert impersonation. It was hilarious, right?
Okay. Well, he was a man of a thousand
Yeah.
faces. Yeah.
But the best part of that story is, I remember hearing about this because people asked like, "Wait, what happened to Stephen Colbert? Like, why is he
Mm.
And they said the creators were like, "Oh, yeah, we got a letter from his agent
Mhm.
who said that Stephen Colbert wrote them a note saying like, "Oh, I no longer want to be part of your little show."
Oh.
But it was one of those things where like they thought it was hilarious
Mm.
because they don't know if he was being serious or he was just being stupid. Like, he was just
Oh.
doing it.
I think. Oh, I don't know. That's a good.
Yeah,
one.
right.
Oh man, you just twisted my brain right there.
Yeah. But yeah, he was the original voice of Doctor Impossible.
Okay. Your little show. Wait, was this him saying it?
No, yeah, he wrote a note
wrote
to
a
them. He
note?
wrote a note to them.
Are they still in good terms?
I have no idea.
If they're in good terms, then this was a
have no-
joke. But
yeah.
if it's not, then yeah.
I just think that at that point,
Yeah.
that's when he blew up in the Colbert Report and all
Oh,
that. Like, I think
okay.
it's just he didn't have time to do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. In that case, it's a joke.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with that one.
But
I don't know.
there's a ton of guest stars, man. Fucking,
Mhm.
fucking.
David Bowie.
It wasn't David Bowie. I love too because like in that first time he shows up,
Mm.
there's a thing that says like celebrity impersonator.
Oh, in the bottom,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yeah. Fucking, he hangs out with what is it, Klaus and
And fucking Iggy Pop.
Iggy Pop.
Yeah.
Freaking weird.
I love how like when they talk about how because he was a shapeshifter,
Uh-huh.
and then they say how he's just like, oh, nobody knows what he looks like, and then
The
someone
sovereign or something.
yeah,
like
and then they say like oh, there's rumors that he his true form is on the cover of Diamond Dogs. He's that weird dog human hybrid thing.
I believe it. He is a Starman.
Yeah.
Oh boy,
And then one of my favorite characters, Killinger.
Killinger.
Yeah, he's fucking Henry Killinger, but he's a
Oh,
villain.
my dude, the dog like
Yeah.
this. I
He-
come like this. He's like Mary Poppins.
Yeah,
Death.
he comes in, helps villains become their true evil
The
selves.
true power. Yeah. He's Kissinger, right? Yeah.
Killinger.
Killinger. Yeah. But he's like Mary Poppins.
Yeah.
He's got that
Little
little umbrella. He flies in.
Mhm.
And I talk like this.
The best, man. That show's so good.
Yeah.
So good.
Yeah, like I said, it has a lot of characters. I mean,
Brick Frog.
yeah. Brick throws a brick. He's a
the
frog.
Guy, the guy in the frog suit throws a brick.
Throws a brick.
That's it.
I mean, for a while, you know which one I thought was so ridiculous, but he kind of grew on me. Freaking the truck guy.
Oh, Truculus.
Truculus. Till his untimely demise.
Yeah.
But yeah,
And then fucking Phantom Limb.
Phantom Limb. He was alright. He's a phantom with no limbs.
Yeah, his limbs.
Yeah.
His limbs are ghosts. They're invisible.
I guess. He's a phantom though. You know,
yeah.
the old fucking pulp hero with a phantom
He has no limbs.
with no limbs.
Yeah. There's just one episode where they're rebuilding the fucking the council,
Uh-huh.
and so they found this rule that like if you're on the council you can't arch heroes or whatever, right?
Right.
So they all get like their last the last person they arched, and they have to get out of their system. And so Phantom Limb, his last arch was fucking Hunter.
Mm-hmm.
Like they used to arch each other back in the day, and so they have to figure out what. So they literally have a dick measuring contest. Like that's their last fucking battle.
Oh man, I don't even know who wins. I don't want to know.
Like
Gosh.
it's so bad. It's so funny, man.
Now my only real question is, do they measure from the shaft?
That's
or
what he
like
says. He says, and he's like clearly from the base.
from the base of the shaft. Yes, I do remember that episode.
It's so funny, man.
Yeah. So let's turn into a Venture Brother podcast
Yeah.
now.
There's an episode where like Rusty throws a party
Mm-hmm.
for Christopher Lambert.
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 Uh-huh. Yeah, Christopher Lambert.
The Highlander.
Uh-huh.
And I never, well, I didn't know that was the title of the episode,
Uh-huh.
but it was like, it's so funny. It's called, the episode's called Party for Tarzan.
Mhm.
He played Tarzan in that really dumb movie.
It's not called Tarzan. It's like
No.
something.
It's when he comes to like England or whatever, right?
Yeah.
They bring Tarzan to England.
Yeah, I forgot what it's called. But it's, yeah. He wears a suit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's him.
And there's this part where he's talking about fucking Christopher Lambert.
Mhm.
He's going on and on about how
Concrete Jungle?
it sounded.
Yeah. I
And
know,
he goes
yeah.
on and on about how he's like, oh, he's like the Highlander, da, 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 Lord Raiden.
That's not a deep cut, but it hurts pretty
Yeah.
bad.
He was Lord Raiden.
He was Lord Raiden with the little Chinese
Mhm.
hat,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah. You know, it's so weird, like, because the movie's talked about Max.
Mm.
Part 2, he didn't return for part 2.
No.
You know who plays Raiden in part 2?
I don't even know. Remember? Yeah, it was him in the first one.
That was him in the first
Yeah.
one. You know who plays Raiden in part 2? It's one actor you've seen in everything, but his
Uh-huh.
most famous role is he's Dexter's dad.
Dex in the yes.
Yeah.
Did he play fucking Raiden in the second
He
one?
played Raiden in the second one.
Yeah, he comes on everything.
No.
Guest stars and shit, everything.
And then it's weird because in that movie, he gives up his godhood.
Mhm.
And so the majority of the movie, he has like fucking Billy Idol, like short, like bleach blonde hair. It's so weird.
This is way because he's all white.
Yeah.
yeah.
He gives up his godhood.
Just for that, huh?
Yeah.
That's weird, dude.
Yeah.
Why would he do that though?
I don't know. I forgot the reason why.
To save the Shadow Realm.
I think it's because he couldn't enter the tournament as a god or some shit like that. Like some shit.
But he still had powers. I
Yeah.
remember he still had powers.
He still has powers.
Okay, let me see. Give me 2 seconds. I'll tell you. Tsumbatsu Asano.
I don't know what that is.
That's what it says it is. Or am I looking at the fucking video game shit?
It might be. Lord
No, it's a
Raiden.
fantasy film. Oh, shit. Apparently they're making a Mortal Kombat 2 that's going to come
Yeah.
out soon.
Mm-hmm.
This is for something else. In that case, I'm
You know
terribly
who's
sorry.
playing Johnny Cage in that movie?
In the new one?
Yeah.
Oh,
What's his face? Fucking from The Boys.
from The Boys.
He's in like in everything. He's fucking
What it means and everything.
hey, he's like Judge Dredd, and he was the executioner in Thor Ragnarok.
What's his name? Like, yeah,
Carl Urban.
Carl Urban.
He's gonna be Johnny Cage.
Keith Urban? No.
And there's a Mortal Kombat 3 animated movie coming out. It's like a Johnny Cage centric, and Joe McHale is Johnny Cage in that.
Like Animal Control Joe McHale, Community Joe McHale?
Yeah, he's the voice of Johnny Cage in that.
Are we excited about that?
I don't know. I've seen both of those animated movies, but they're kind of dumb.
James Remar. I would never have gotten that guy's name for fucking Raiden, by the way.
Dexter's Dad.
He was in one of the
Ew,
Warriors.
he was one of the Warriors. That's right.
Yeah, he was one of the Warriors. He was in Dexter's dad. There is Dexter's dad.
It's Lord Raiden.
Lord Raiden. He was in apparently a couple Fast and Furious. He was in Black Lightning.
Yeah, he was the
friend.
tailor. Yeah.
Jesus, that's all you should have said.
I forgot. I forgot he was in that. I never finished that. Did you ever finish that?
Yes.
I never finished it.
Yes, I did, and yes, I was like okay with it ending.
Because I remember like I watched the first season.
Yeah.
And then I didn't know the second season had come back.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, oh, it's too far. And I was like, oh, I'll watch it when it's all done. I never went back.
It's totally different than the first season.
Yeah.
Picks up right after, but totally different.
I think I watched the one episode that was before the crisis.
Right.
They kind of explained how he got there. And I was like, oh, that's kind of cool.
And how they needed him to charge shit.
Yeah.
This is a big ass battery for that.
battery.
Yeah. Well, second season, the kids get powers.
Yeah.
So
I think it happened like the end of the first season, right?
Yeah. So that's why it's like a whole different freaking story at the end of that. But I think at the end also he kind of like gives her the mantle, I think, if I remember correctly.
Oh, that's weird.
So she becomes the Black Lightning.
That's weird.
Isn't it racist to call a black character Black Lightning or Black anything? Black Panther?
It was a time where like it was the 70s,
So by today's standards, you
you shouldn't do that. I don't think.
Okay.
Unless it's a throwback.
I want to be called Supervolt.
Yeah. Or no, is it his name? Is it Black Vulcan?
Black Vulcan. I want to be called Supervolt. No, yeah, like Black Panther.
You know, it's funny. They only do that for like black characters too. Like
no yellow. Stop.
I was gonna go there, but
White guy, party guy,
Caucasian man.
No, there's nothing.
No, because
like
even
that.
was it Goliath, right? When he first came out, it was Black Goliath.
Black Goliath.
That was his name.
Yeah, it was just it wasn't the regular Goliath. It's the Black Goliath.
Black guy.
It's a white Goliath.
I like how they make fun of that in the Falcon Winter Soldier, where they could go on the Black Falcon.
Do you want to know what the red Goliath is?
I don't know.
Okay.
No, what is the red Goliath?
Apache Chief.
Oh, racist.
Canceled. Anyway, carry on.
Chief.
Edit.
Well, those are all the fucking
giant guys.
No, yeah, but that was all like the weird, like with Super Friends. They're like, oh, we need more minority characters, and they came up with these characters that
I don't know.
They were different races, but they were just like what, like samurai. He fucking made tornadoes.
He was a tornado man, samurai.
And then, Apache Chief, he's got really big. And then there was Black Vulcan, which was weird. It's like, why did they just use Black Lightning? I don't know.
They probably couldn't.
Maybe
they need a new one.
Yeah, I guess that's dumb.
No, we call it Super Bowl. Yeah. Anyway,
like I remember there was that whole thing when Young Justice was a thing, and then I think it was the second season.
They bring them on.
Yeah, they set up freaking Static was gonna be mentored by Black Lightning.
Yeah,
I heard this whole internet thing. They're like, that's racist. I'm like, why is it racist? They both have electricity powers.
Yeah, you know what? And at first I was like, you're right.
Yeah, they both have electricity powers.
Yeah.
Like, you know?
If it was like some other type of power guy with a different one, okay, maybe.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
What if it was like a white guy teaching them? When people complain,
they both have electricity powers. I mean,
be like, oh, that's his master and that's his slave. It's just people like to make shit out of nothing.
People do like to make shit out of nothing. It's pretty bad.
Whatever. Let them train each other. Let them fucking be the best lightning bolts they can be.
Yeah. And they get their lightning.
Yeah. Just change their name. Yeah. Static's not a black Static.
That'd be bad.
That'd be real bad.
But you know what? I thought like, oh, no, never mind. I'm not going to go there.
This is dangerous territory.
It's very dangerous. You know what? Let's go safer.
Uh-huh.
We have aliens.
Now?
Aliens exist.
Did you see that?
I did. I watched a lot of it.
I watched bits and pieces of it on
clips,
Twitter.
Yeah.
I still have to see the whole thing. because it just came out today, and I was
Yeah.
at work, and I really didn't have
Yeah.
time. But I'm gonna sit down maybe tonight, if not tomorrow, and just watch that whole thing.
The whole thing, yeah.
Because last time they did it, they were pussyfooting around, and they were like, "Oh, we don't know, we don't
Yeah,
know."
we don't know.
And it seems like there was a lot of that this time around.
Well, you know what it was?
Uh.
There was that I noticed was it was these people coming out saying like, "Oh yeah, no, yeah, it's real."
Yeah.
And they're like, "Oh, can you tell us this?" And he's like, "I could tell you behind closed doors.
Yeah,
I could do this." Like, they
Yeah.
never like. I was weird. It
yeah.
was weird.
Or there's people that is still working in there,
Yeah.
or still in there, and who told me.
And I think the most fascinating thing about the whole thing
Yeah.
is that you had these fucking senators
Mm-hmm.
or congressmen or whatever, like on both sides,
Mm-hmm.
that usually like fucking hate each other.
yep.
And they're like, let's talk about fucking aliens.
You know what? My only thing about this is I wish I was invited to this shit.
Yeah.
I wish I could have gone to that.
But see, but then you got to think of the whole like conspiracy side of it.
Yeah.
Are they just telling us this because like there's way worse shit going on?
Yep.
Like,
You know my theory on that,
Yeah.
right? That's like whenever they fucking come up with something to blind us,
yeah,
some bigger shit. Epstein's fucking new island came up online or some shit.
On the moon and
on the
shit.
moon, yeah. Something's going on. 1,000 people fucking were slaughtered and massacred, and no one's paying
No one
attention.
did, yeah.
And we're wagging the dog here. Wagging the dog, is
Wagging the
correct?
dog,
Yeah,
yeah,
wagging
yeah.
the dog.
Yeah.
So I believe
Aliens.
some shit was happening.
yeah.
I forgot what was happening. Also, the last time they brought up the aliens.
The pandemic.
Well, yeah, that was going on.
Yeah, right.
But something big also happened
yeah,
that I think it was something with Epstein
Yeah,
at
yeah,
the time.
yeah,
And oh no, let's talk about aliens.
Talk about aliens. I mean, that's fine.
Let's not talk about all these political people that went to this island and diddle around with little children
See,
and shit.
think about that. Like,
Yeah.
I think, I understand.
Yeah.
It's a big thing, and we need to fucking look into it.
Yeah.
But then, in the back of my head, I'm like worried that they're gonna be like, "Oh, fucking Tom Hanks."
Yeah.
oh
No, their
Mr.
list is big, dude.
Oh, Mr. Rogers, or like
The list is big, and you know what? That's probably one of those things they will never tell you because of that.
It's gonna be sad, man.
Yeah, it's
be
gonna
sad.
it's gonna be
like-
your heroes
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
bring down to the
But
fucking
I also
dirt.
think there's gonna be people that be like, "Oh yeah, that makes sense." Like,
Mr. Rogers was a weirdo, wasn't he?
Bob Ross or like
Bob Ross.
Bill Nye.
Shut up. Beekman, I believe, but Bill Nye, never. Dude, I don't know. Aliens. They could be all aliens, too.
Dude, and then like it's official now, right? It's on record.
Mhm.
That they said that like we recovered ships.
Yeah.
And non-human
Human
biologicals. What does that mean?
Non-human biologicals.
Yeah.
Non-human biologicals.
You think it's like one of those situations where like when
Space germs.
when like a fucking a country's failing and then like we get in there and we help them out or we help them out. Right?
Mhm.
You think it's one of those situations where the aliens are like, oh, we gotta go help these guys out. Like it's pretty bad.
It's pretty bad. You know what? Let's crash a ship here. They'll
Yeah.
learn some shit about our technology.
Yeah.
They'll make iPhones and they'll get distracted and they won't ever look up.
Yeah.
So they'll always look down at their phones
Mhm.
and they won't see us coming around.
Yeah.
Hey.
But then we catch them on video because we have iPhones.
Well, yeah, because of the phones.
Yeah.
So that's what these phones are. That's why when you record them, it's always shitty.
Yeah.
You know, because they gave us technology.
Yeah, true.
They just gave us enough.
Enough to do,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why not? That could be it. That could be it. You know,
Or if it's just like an alien invasion, but it's not a bad thing. Like it's
No.
like they take over and they're like, all right, now you got free food now. Like, we have this machine that'll make you better. Like,
you know what? If we can stop people from complaining about dumb shit,
Yeah.
I think the world will be a better
oh yeah,
place.
yeah.
Aliens will not help with that, even though they come with great intentions. They say, "Look, we can help you." What is it to serve man?
Yeah.
Remember, they came with
Yeah,
good
yeah,
intentions.
yeah.
They helped there cure diseases. They gave us all food.
Yeah.
But they had to keep us in this dome.
Yeah.
And at the end, they're like, "Oh, well, we're gonna take you guys because we're serving you guys. Come on back to our planet. Well, check it out
Yeah.
and eat you."
And eat, yeah.
So what if that's another theory?
Yeah.
We're just a big what is it, cattle ground?
Yeah,
Or
I mean, possibly.
we're just a great.
what I said.
We're just their cows and
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
So-
What was the other one? Where the fucking universe is prison?
I would say so, but we'd have more kinds of aliens, huh?
No. What if it started like when the dinosaurs got wiped? What if the planet was meant for dinosaurs, and then the aliens dumped off their fucking prisoners, and over time they started fucking evolving.
So there were like monkeys and meerkats or whatever the hell
Yeah.
came out of the primordial goop.
Yeah.
The fish with the legs.
And they're aliens, and eventually it's like Australia. Right?
that entity known as Australia.
Yeah, see,
Uh-huh.
it all makes sense.
Yeah, Australia is a strange place.
Mm-hmm. Well, because it started with a prison island and shit.
Mm-hmm. Oh, in itself, it's Australia. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's weird. So if you're saying the Earth was weird
Yeah.
before
Mm-hmm.
the prison thing, then
Yeah.
it's gonna be weird after.
Yeah.
How weird.
Yeah.
Fucking A.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But then at the same time, though, like, we just finished watching Secret Invasion, and
Mhm.
like that show proved that like we don't get along with each other. We're not gonna get along with fucking aliens.
Like straight up, Nick Fury said that, right?
Yeah.
How the fuck? And sure enough, at the end of the
Mhm.
spoiler, at the end of the fucking thing, the president who was saved from Skrull decides, you know what, fuck this shit, hunting season, boys, and shit goes
yeah.
off the fan.
Yeah. You think that was like a fucking like Trump fucking nod? You know, where like he's just like saying like we gotta get rid of all of them, and
You know, I think it's any political jargon
Yeah.
type of thing. It's
Yeah.
the way society is nowadays, really. Because if you think about it, left, right. I mean, we all don't want other people taking our jobs.
I mean, I guess, but then but when it's not true though, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
You know.
because I think I thought that was really interesting too when fucking Fury tells him, he's like oh, you fucked up, like you just made a speech, like a one-term president speech, like you know,
Yeah.
like you're, you know, and we know that like shit's gonna change.
What's his name's gonna be president in the movie?
Yeah, so like,
Yeah.
I wonder if it's like-
Harrison Ford.
and I wonder if it's because like he's gonna like get in, because everyone assumed like, oh, he's gonna die, everything's gonna die, and then like just, you know,
And then we're all gonna retaliate on the
Yeah,
Skrull.
yeah.
That would have made more
Yeah,
sense,
yeah,
kind of.
yeah.
But I mean, that's too much close to home.
Yeah.
Too much JFK.
Yeah.
You know.
But then the thing is, I wonder if like Ross is gonna become president because he's like, Richard's not tough enough on Skrulls, like, you know,
Oh.
like, you know, like, and really
Hammer it in.
hammer it in and get people like riled up about it, and shit, you know,
You think Armor Wars is gonna have squirrels?
maybe,
Wow.
yeah. I mean, that's what Thunderbolts is about. Like,
Oh.
they're hunting fucking Skrulls and shit. You know?
Oh, really?
Maybe.
Oh.
I don't know.
Shit, you got kind of excited there for a second.
Yeah.
I'm like, this squirrel thing is gonna continue. Well, they went to go talk with the Kree, so they're probably out of here anyway. You know?
There's probably still gonna be some that
Yeah.
they're gonna stay around, man.
You mean like the thousands of them that were in the fucking
Millions.
pots at the bottom, dude? That was
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
And then trying to bring. What if the squirrel died in up there?
Mhm.
Do they wake up down? I don't know. I'm not even gonna touch this shit.
No, that's how they knew. That's how those people were finding out like who was a Skrull.
Yeah.
Because they found all those people.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
woke them up, so they're like, we gotta go find the other version, you know?
Yeah, the original versions. But then there's those crazy ones who were just shooting political people.
They
'cause
thought they
were
were.
squirrels, yeah. And they fucked up.
Uh-huh.
I don't know.
That's interesting, though, because, you know what? There was a rumor
Hmm.
that this show is going to take place during the blip.
Yeah.
That would have been interesting, because then you'd have half of humanity gone.
Yeah.
So these scrolls could be like, oh, who got dusted? Okay, I'll be that person.
Oh.
You know what I mean? I'll just be that person
Uh-huh.
for 5 years.
But
And
squirrels also got dusted, though.
you would assume, yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
It's half of the universe.
yeah.
So interesting.
See, but that would have been cool though, because I think that would have been. I think the show was cool. I think that would have added a little interest to it, because then you could have done like, so Fury got dusted.
Mm-hmm.
So you assume Gravik, he didn't get dusted, right?
Yeah, well, he grew up.
And so maybe you can do a thing where like, Fury's gone,
Hmm.
so now Gravik takes over, and he's just like, dude, we lost half our people. Fury's gone,
Mhm.
like, you know, like, and it's
We're struggling here.
yeah. And then now what do we do? And then
Yeah.
and then you become this whole thing.
Struggling.
Yeah. Because I thought it was interesting, because they made that reference to like Gravik saying that, you know, the face he uses was the first person he killed.
Mm-hmm.
That's interesting, because you would assume that's what they did, right? The agent scrolls or whatever,
Yeah, they would take over
they would like kill people, like, you know, on
Mm.
missions, whatever, and
and take their body. You don't think they would go on missions as normal humans? Or you think they would go missions?
no,
as
they
well?
probably did, but I'm saying like when you have your final, your permanent, you know,
Your-
identity, whatever.
who you want to be.
Yeah.
Why pick a guy you killed though? That's fucked up. That's screwy in the head.
Yeah, oh yeah.
That was a red flag right
Yeah.
there. No.
Yeah. See, 'cause the thing was interesting. Was it the second or third episode where they stopped that one general who was gonna bomb that plane,
Right.
and then like Fury takes the general's real son
Yeah.
and threatens him, and that was enough for the general to be like, all right, I give up. Like, so you figure like he's such a sleeper agent. Like he has so much memories of this guy, the real guy, that it was enough for him to like, oh fuck, I care about this kid. Like it's not my kid, but you know,
I have to pretend to care, so they won't.
No,
know.
I'm wondering if he's not even pretending. I think it was just like
actually caring.
I think so.
Wow.
Because he got so deep into this guy's life.
Wait, wasn't that a thing they told him? Don't get too deep in there or something in the beginning.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that could be. I didn't notice that, but yeah, it could be.
Yeah, because in the Secret Invasion comic, there's this bit where they make Marvel comes back, and it's like something about the negative zone or some shit, right? But then they find out like no, he's a Skrull, but this guy, he believes he's Marvel so much that he won't accept it.
Oh,
and so he's just like, even though they turn him back, and he's like in the Marvel costume with the Skrull face or whatever, and he's like, no, it's a trick, and then he ends up dying protecting the Earth from Skrulls.
Because he thought he was.
He believed so much that he was Marvel that he ends up passing the mantle down to Marvel Boy and being like, "Oh, you have to protect him now," like you know, like, and because he was that deep into it.
Wait, but doesn't he have bands?
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
Did he have the bands?
He had the bands. Yeah.
How did he have the bands?
They were fake, or like the Skrulls made
fake power bands.
Yeah. So it was able to mimic the power.
Oh, but it wasn't the.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, and so he gave those to Marvel Boy.
Yeah, he gave those and then Marvel Boy became Captain Marvel for a while, or just Marvel, or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, it was just Marvel in red letters,
Yeah.
and then wow, interesting.
Yeah.
But there was enough in his head.
Yeah, he believed he was. Yeah.
What is that called when you like start?
Oh, fucking
Stockholm
syndrome. Yeah.
That's interesting. You believe you are.
Yeah, you know what? I enjoyed this show. I know I started to notice though, like the things people are complaining about Marvel shows is that they all have that same like build up. And the last episode is just like, oh, we solved it. It's all good now, right? And I feel like the issue with that is I get it, but I feel like if that was a movie, you would expect that to happen. But because you're doing it as a TV show, the last episode being like the wrap up is kind of weird.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, because there's nothing else after this. Apparently, the movie. It's a movie. I know. I guess that makes sense. I guess if you think about it that way. But to me, like it was a good spy thriller kind of.
See, I remember
low key.
I had a friend who complained about he didn't like Kill Bill Volume 2
because it's too fast.
And I said, oh, and I told him that I'm like, oh, dude, because it's the ending to the story. Like it's the ending. Like it's. You need to watch it back to back, and then it feels like a movie. Like you know, like
it is. It is a really long ending.
Yeah, it's just the ending to the bigger story, and it's like you know, it doesn't work. I mean, it works okay, but if you compare them, like the first one's cooler.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a lot. Yeah, the first one is way cooler.
Yeah.
Although, the first one's a lot more darker.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. A lot more raspier. Second one's a little more streamlined.
Yeah.
Let's go kill this guy, this guy. Hey, Bill.
Yeah.
All right.
There's that whole thing when she fucking shoots her in the chest with a buckshot and buries her alive.
She comes back from that though. That's I don't know, man. That scene itself is very unsettling.
The 1-inch punch.
Yeah, the 1-inch punch. Yeah, that was cool. That was cool. But like being buried alive.
Yeah.
I think I don't want to go that way. That's the probably people. I don't want to drown. I don't want this. I think that's my. I don't want to.
Yeah.
I don't get buried alive.
That's pretty scary.
Or buried like when a building falls.
Oh man.
And you're like stuck under concrete and you can't even move or something, but you're still alive.
Oh, that's scary stuff, man.
Yeah, that's not the way I want to go. I think that's my irrational fear.
Oh, I mean, is it irrational?
Well, I mean, when is the next time I'm gonna be stuck in a building?
Who knows? We live.
Shut up.
We live in earthquake country, man.
What do you think the fears come from? What a dog, man. No, I'm scared, dude. I feel sometimes at my house. I live in a hill, right?
Yeah.
So I feel like sometimes my house is
slide down.
Anytime now, just waiting. It's a big ass waiting game. Anyway,
not today.
Not today, Death. What do we say to Death? Not today. Oh man. Anyway, what are we talking about today?
A lot of stuff.
Wow.
Invasion, Venture Brothers, Aliens.
Fudge.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a lot of stuff. So that was a long week then.
Mm-hmm. That's a lot of stuff. Like, we didn't even talk about Comic-Con.
No, dude, Comic-Con just happened. And, I mean, it happened.
It happened. It was cool.
See, I wanted to go just to go and walk
Yeah,
around and
yeah,
stuff,
yeah.
but I didn't.
No.
I should have.
Yeah.
I should have.
Next time.
Yeah.
Next time.
You know, a lot of people did that.
Apparently, we have a lot of connections to get tickets now. Apparently.
And we didn't use any of them.
No.
Didn't use any of them.
No.
No. That's the way we go.
Yeah. I think I can't do
Conventions
a
anymore?
long convention like that.
Then
anymore.
don't. Go for half the day.
I can't. No, but it's just a waste. It feels
Go,
like
go for the second half of the day.
No.
Or go do the half day and then go eat somewhere, relax, and come back in the afternoon,
maybe,
finish it off.
Maybe.
You know, you just got to change your way. You can't do the whole thing anymore.
Yeah.
If you want to do that, do not do
No,
that.
I couldn't do the whole thing before, man. Like
Yeah,
the last
yeah.
time we went, I remember we went up Wednesday night.
Yeah.
And I remember by Friday, I was like, I want to go home.
Yeah.
I'm done.
But we still have 2 more days.
Yeah, like I'm done, man.
We bought the whole week pass.
Yeah.
We have to be there the whole time.
I don't know, man. It's just not. It's not being fun for me. I think.
At that point,
Yeah.
because I remember at one point it's like we had to be there when they opened. We were
Yeah.
there before the sun was up, before
Yeah.
anybody was there.
Yeah.
In line
Mhm.
towards the front sometimes.
Mhm.
You know, the first time we were towards the side, I was kind of like, what the fuck? And then we were further back the following year, further back every year, a little bit further
Kept
back.
escalating, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't do it anymore.
Well, I like that the big studios are away, and it was more about the comics, whatever.
Yeah.
But I saw that the studios kind of were throwing shit. Oh, the Adult Swim threw this big ass thing, and
Yeah.
you know they just had to save
They
it
had
somehow.
to, man. They had to. Well, you know what I think's gonna happen? Like everyone keeps talking about, like, oh, well, next year they'll come back. Right? I'm like, I don't think so. I don't think so. You know why? I think what's gonna happen is they're gonna realize, like, oh, that doesn't make much of a difference.
Nope.
Like, why are we wasting all this
It
money?
never did.
Yeah.
It never did. I could have told you that like when they started doing that.
No.
The only cool thing about Con was going to see those trailers. I
Yeah.
get
Yeah.
they would have
Yeah.
sneak peeks or whatever. You know, it's coming out. That was part of it. But then once the studios got involved, check this shit out. It
Yeah.
became a bigger thing.
Yeah.
Here's a lanyard, you know, and I'm like, wow. So they're
Yeah.
fucking showering us with all this stuff, and we're like, yeah, come back next year.
Yeah.
But we didn't see the damage they were doing.
No, it was bad.
Comic Con.
Yeah, I went away, man.
Yeah, where's the comics?
Mhm.
You know, I mean, sure, you had to send in 2-hour line to get something signed or whatever and drawn on or whatever. It was still there.
Mhm.
Artist Alley started disappearing.
Yeah.
You know,
Well, artists started getting taken over by like fucking
the cosplayers, yeah,
yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
People who take pictures and I get it. They're artists technically. I don't, but
I mean, nothing against it, but if you're gonna take away a space from someone,
Yeah.
the purpose of it was
Artists.
yeah,
Yeah,
and-
art.
yeah, and I don't know, that kind of bugs me.
but then you're gonna come into the argument. Oh, my pictures are art. The
Yeah.
way a cosplay is art.
Yeah.
The what I do
See,
is
okay,
art.
I'll make the argument that
Yeah.
like there's people that make stuff and like cool,
Yeah.
but then there's people that just order it online and just like,
Get the Amazon stretchy fucking thing, and that's
I'm
it.
just like,
I hate that.
Like I found out there's a whole like industry
Uh-huh.
where you could like, oh, I want to be so and so. You just order the suit, and then they
That's
send
it.
it to you. Yeah,
And it's that stretchy material that
they
everyone
just print
uses.
it onto the suit, whatever. And I'm
Yeah.
like, I'm against it, but like, I don't know. I just think it's
cheesy knockoff. I mean, maybe there was a point in time where that would have been cool,
yeah,
but now it's like everyone's doing it, not as cool.
yeah,
I'm more into those people who make their elaborate that spend the whole year
Yeah,
for this
yeah.
one day
yeah.
gala. This is their fucking hellfire gala, if you will.
They had
Yeah.
that this year.
Again?
They,
Didn't have it?
no. They had like a legit Hellfire Gala. People showed up dressed up like those variant covers.
But the variant covers aren't even out yet.
Oh, they've been out there for like months, like in the previews and stuff.
Oh, okay.
Like I've seen pictures of people like
You
this.
dressed as a Hulk with a tie?
No, that was the only one that I didn't see. It would have been cool.
Yeah, just a tie and the nice pants.
Yeah. What was the whole gonna wear, man?
A collared shirt.
Where'd you get
Mr.
a-
Fix It. Enough said.
No, man.
Mr. Fix
No,
It.
it's like a gala, so you have to be like all artsy and fucking like
Oh, so no shirt makes sense.
Yeah.
Oh,
A
my
tie with no shirt.
Oh, you know what? It should have been a just a collar
Yeah.
with a tie.
Oh,
You know, one of those.
yeah.
Maybe some cufflinks.
Cufflinks.
Yeah.
No, these are Chippendales. That's your point.
Ah, got caught. Sorry.
Yeah, was it Thor? Like Thor was like shirt. He had this weird like open shirt thing, and he had like a cane and
Yeah.
like.
I saw the Ghost Rider one.
Yeah.
I'm not too impressed by that.
Yeah.
That's not that
No.
Hellfire Gallery.
Mhm.
Gallery.
Yeah, I don't know.
Whatever.
But I love how like everyone goes now. Like,
Yeah.
you know, like they're just like it's not just mutants. It's like everyone is invited to the Hellfire Gala.
So who's taking care of the universe or the fucking planet?
Well, they're partying.
They're partying down. That's the book you got right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're like, where is everybody?
Like who wasn't there and then write the story
Like
about
the only
that.
D-Man's like, oh man.
3D man? Who?
No, D-Man.
D-Man. D-Man didn't go. Fucking Squirrel Girl didn't go.
I mean, I think she's pretty popular. She might get invited.
Did you see her
I
there?
didn't see her.
Okay, then.
She's in a book right now, so that's probably why. Yeah.
D-Man.
Like who wouldn't they invite? Like, you know.
Flat Man, whatever it was.
Oh.
The Great Lake Avengers.
They would get invited, you think so?
I don't think the Great Lake Avengers
know.
get invited.
They might. I think in the Marvel universe, they're probably like TikTok famous and shit.
Think so?
Probably.
They are.
Probably.
I mean, they have to be, right?
Yeah.
Someone had to be.
Yeah.
But they wouldn't be still being invited to Hellfire
Maybe
Gala.
because they're that TikTok famous and shit. You know, like they're like.
You're gonna make me read the Hellfire Gala. That's some fuck.
It's a Hellfire Gala, man.
I like that they get dolled up, if you will.
You know the funniest
Classy
thing I
up.
remember when the first year they did it,
Mhm.
the Hellfire Gala, they sent out all this promotional stuff.
Yeah, the invitations.
And then we got this invitation,
Mhm.
and fucking Marty posted it, and people thought we were actually going to like something.
gala.
And I was like, dude, what? Like, you lucky.
Lucky you guys are going to the gala. God, wish I was going to the gala. I'm gonna wear my Sunday best. What would you have worn?
I don't know. Like,
A tie and
overalls.
overalls is
Yeah.
classy, right?
I'd have to like fucking take a loan and get some of those Astro Boy boots.
No,
You got it right. Like
you're going with that kind of classy,
yeah,
huh?
yeah.
Ew.
Wear one of those puffy jackets
Mhm.
with the big collar that goes up to my nose. You know?
Like earphones on for no apparent reason.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Wear the glasses with the lights. Right?
Yeah. No one's gonna know who you are.
Yeah, they're like, oh, this guy.
Yeah. Like, who is this guy?
I think the key to going to like the Met Gala is
Yeah.
just like you have to go like as a time traveler. Like, you know, like
The weirder the better.
the weirder the better, man.
Oh no.
Because what's his face? Fucking Morbius. What's his name? Just like a giant cat, right? Like
Yeah. Is it Jake Gyllenhaal?
Oh,
No.
Jared Leto.
Jared Leto. There you
Yeah.
go. Dressed like a giant cat.
Yeah.
Because that made sense.
Yeah.
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 Sure. Why not?
Mm-hmm.
Just go who you want to be.
Yeah. Yeah. And one of the variants, Howard the Duck went to the Hellfire Gala.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't see that. Oh, that was a Hellfire Gala one.
Yeah.
That wasn't very good.
He's in the Hellfire Gala.
But that outfit he was wearing wasn't very
Yeah,
Hellfire.
just a suit.
It looks like he was bartending.
Probably.
I don't know. They should have put him something a little more posh, something with feathers.
With feathers.
Horrible.
Yeah.
Well, we talking about comics.
Yeah.
Yeah, good
Hellfire
job.
Gala.
Hellfire Gala.
Yeah.
You know what's a good Hellfire Gala?
Mm.
Coming in 2 months, Godzilla, DC, and King Kong. I just had to throw it in there.
Versus Justice League.
I'm gonna talk about this until it comes out.
Oh man, this is your Joker.
This is my Joker.
You know, it's funny, like that meme
Mm.
makes me laugh all the time because it's like I get what they're saying. Like,
Yeah.
this is my
This
Joker.
is my Joker. Well, yeah, you work in. Yeah,
Yeah.
you see these people all the time. You
All
know,
the time.
all the time.
Like I always say, it's a red flag when people say like, "Oh, that's my favorite movie."
Yeah.
Like, oh.
I just don't know how Godzilla and King Kong are gonna fight. But just
Well, it's out of a continuity, right? Because
Yeah,
it's like
well-
Superman's like proposing to Lois, right? Like, so
and the little preview thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have no
It's
idea.
gotta be
what's
out of continuity.
going on. Then Godzilla comes and fucks shit up.
Yeah. And
Like-
with King Kong, it's like Batman's like, I heard about this big monkey.
We're gonna need a big banana.
What if? Oh, I got it. What if
Mm.
Godzilla shows up and then Batman does his research, right? Does his research, has his mech, whatever, gets fucked up, right? And then he finds out about Skull
Mechagodzilla.
Island,
Oh,
and he flies the Batwing,
and picks up a monkey.
picks him up, and brings him.
Yeah, because he's fought him before.
Right?
Or
Or like, yeah, he's like, oh, there's legends that he has an axe made out of like.
you think they're gonna have mechs in this thing? Like
Yeah,
just
that's
like-
one of the covers.
Really? There's a mech?
There's a mech.
Oh, and what the hell?
There's a Batman mech, and Jim Lee drew it.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
But it's got to be big enough to fight.
Yeah.
These. Isn't that? Oh, what's it called? The fulcrum, whatever. The
Oh, yeah.
something fulcrum.
Yeah.
They could bring that.
Yeah, it could. Yeah,
You know?
yeah.
It was like the combination of the Justice League or whatever the fuck it was.
That'd be kind of cool. That's
Yeah.
that's real Power Ranger stuff. That one.
Yeah, but still,
And then they can't. How are they gonna beat them? Like, okay,
dude, Justice League, they're fighting Godzilla and King Kong. One more fantasy stuff you want?
okay. I know you're a Godzilla guy.
Uh huh.
but I'm gonna make the unpopular opinion.
Huh.
I think Superman could take him by himself.
Oh. The guy's made of radiation. The sun radiates heat. That's how Superman gets his powers. I already thought about this, all right? So,
Okay,
all
okay.
right, so I'm going to give you what I got so far. Godzilla's made out of radiation. It exudes radiation, beams out radiation, everything. He blasts Superman with that fucking shit. Superman's going to get jacked up. And I'm not saying like fucked up. Like it's going to throw him back. He's going to be like, oh, but he's going to realize, oh shit, I'm getting more buff. I'm getting powerful.
Yeah.
He's getting pure radiation. Like, so you fucking think.
Yeah.
So I think it's going to make him stronger.
It might.
You know?
I think Superman could punch Godzilla.
Anyone could punch Godzilla.
No, I mean like knock him out.
Maybe King Kong, but no.
I think you could knock him out.
No.
Like,
no.
I think Superman could grab Godzilla by the tail
Now
and
you're
fucking spin him around.
You know what? I'll give you the punch, but I will not give you that one. But kudos if they put it in the book.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. This week we're gonna talk about Superman versus Godzilla.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Superman and Godzilla
Yeah.
can maybe be out a good match.
Okay.
But King Kong will get his ass beat by
Yeah.
Superman
Oh, easy.
easily.
He's no power. He's just a big monkey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think one of Godzilla's spines can pierce through Superman.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Because that's one pretty hard material back there,
Yeah.
and it's charged up with
Radiation.
radiation.
Yeah. Possible.
No, no, that don't work. I was thinking new things. Never mind.
No.
But yeah,
I'm telling you, I told you my idea for the ending.
it's all a big dream.
No. They call him the Atom.
Uh-huh.
He shrinks them down. And then they just put him in this fucking Superman zoo.
Yeah, like we said, little aquariums and stuff for them to hang out.
There you go.
Hang out,
Yeah.
have a good time. I like that. Like King Kong's would be the New York City skyline. Hangs around.
Just jump it around.
Yeah, be great.
Give Godzilla a big pool so he can go underwater.
Yeah, water. Like the ocean for him. It is a little tiny guy.
And like, oh, we'll be fine now. We did it.
Yeah. The end.
Yeah.
And then Starro shows up.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
What if Starro shows up? Anyway.
Like the giant sorrow on Godzilla's face.
We're doomed.
Mm-hmm.
We're doomed. That's it. That's all you needed.
It's over.
It's over.
It's over.
The world of sorrows.
Mm-hmm.
That's game over.
Or.
Or?
Because it's like, how are they fighting? Like, why are they here? Like,
Yeah.
what is going on? What if it ends? It all makes me feel like he was like watching Godzilla.
Oh, would it be cool? I wonder who would win.
And just like,
Yeah, that'd be a cop out.
yeah. Would it be a cop out?
I mean, it'd be.
They would still fight.
It would be more of a cop out than if it was all a dream.
Yeah.
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 It'd be more of a cop out. It would be all a dream. But anyway, I think that's all the time we have for today.
Okay.
Next week we discuss Batman versus Godzilla. We're wrong.
Uh-huh.
Batman can't do shit with Godzilla.
No.
But he's got a lot of toys.
He's got a mech.
We'll see.
He's got a mech.
Tune in next week for that exciting talk. Leading up to Godzilla versus King Kong versus the DC universe.
That's so weird.
This is just
That's so weird.
It's gonna be great.
It's just like, I feel like they just like threw names in a hat and just like
King
Oh.
Kong. Godzilla. I just want to know what Justice League roster we're gonna really have.
it looks like it's classic.
Yeah,
it looks like it's
exactly.
classic, which is cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. We'll see.
All right.
Anyway, to anyone still listening, thank you very much for joining us today. Here's my outro. Outro. Thank you very much.
Have a Mortal Kombat thing.
Yeah, it's been stuck in my head since you fucking said Mortal Kombat like an hour ago.
Gotcha.
Mortal Kombat. Good night, good morning, and good afternoon. Bye.